Hey, so you'll never guess who forgot to actually stop the recording halfway through into the half-hour increments that I wanted. Oh, you successfully guessed that it was me based on the fact that I'm the one
This boy.
making the video right now. Well, alright, now that you're abreast on the situation, let's get back into it. So I think what I'll do, while they're going through stuff, we do not have the resources to build it right away, but I'm going to just sort of rough out where we're going to put their individual homes. I'm gonna leave this area for development, I think, because we're gonna have like a variety of specialized rooms. Like maybe we'll put the hospital in there and whatnot. And on the other side here, we're gonna put their homes. We might have to like cut some areas out or whatever, but we're gonna have a 3 space there, I think. And there's always gonna be one little area for because like the walls don't count into the sizes of the room, which is, I guess, fair. We're gonna make these little 3x5 areas then. 3x5. 3x5. So I'm using the planning tool here. It doesn't actually like make anything. It just sort of makes these squares appear so I can like reference the planer, which is great for when I don't have enough resources to build things that I need. Doing better. We've got, sorry, I hit the mic there. We've got a good amount of wood out in the fields. Everyone is prioritizing wood cutting over hauling, so nothing is getting brought in. I'm gonna bring that down to like, you know what? Eventually, we will have all the wood chopped that we're going to. So I'm going to just cancel the orders over here to chop wood, and then we'll just leave them like so that as soon as there's a task that involves plant cutting, they'll do it immediately, which will be great for the next time we get a blight, because there will probably be a next time in all reality. Excellent, you loved it. You love to see rice in the fields. Oh yeah. We're absolutely gonna get raided again. We're absolutely... Look at all these deer. Look at all this meat just waiting for us. Sleepy deers. How are we doing in the old food department? Oh, major rate risk. Pixie, no! What do you need? What do you need? I ate raw food. Well, I feel like that's kind of on you, though. I wish you hadn't. Recreation unfulfilled. What does your schedule look like? You have a designated sleeping time, and then you can do whatever you want. Again, I feel like it's on you for not getting your rec time in there. Like, we've got these lovely horseshoes that are just waiting. Like, I understand the difficulty, fictional Pixie, of carving the time out of our day. Because, like, yeah, it's entirely relatable. But you got it. It's good maintenance. And eventually, you'll have your own room. You'll be able to research stuff. That'll be nice. You could play chess later. Oh, you're gonna love chess because it's not horseshoes anymore, and you're gonna be so fucking sick of horseshoes. Boy howdy, it's gonna be great. I don't love that this is sitting out in the middle of the thing, because it's specifically deteriorating because it's unroofed and outdoors, whereas this is not. And I would like to keep the components that I have. It's very important to me, and also the survival of the colony as a whole. Chickens join? Chickens join? Chickens join? That's so many chickens! That's so many how many chickens just joined? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chickens just joined! For no reason! Okay, well, we're gonna have you go in the puppies area, which I forgot about. So we... okay. Alright, we've got a bunch of chickens now. That's alright, they lay eggs. I'm going to make it so that they don't eat our food. But otherwise, they'll just pluck around and eat whatever we need. Eat just plants out in the world. So we set them to the puppies allowed area. We're gonna disallow that and that. And for good measure, we're gonna disallow that. And I guess we should give them like somewhere to live, I suppose. Let's go with structure, furniture. I'll eventually click the right one. And we'll, gosh, I just hadn't expected to need to make a barn. Yeah, I'll just do it in here. The rimworld giveth, and the rimworld taketh away, for sure. In this case, it giveth a bunch of chickens. And they're breeding pairs of chickens too, so like we got roosters and we got hens in there, and so like, if anything, we might have too many roosters, cause like, you don't need that many roosters to make more roosters. You know what I mean? You just need one. And like, the other ones are gonna be hungry and food. Well, we're not low on food. So I'm not going to kill the roosters yet. It's very simple. It's much easier than hunting. You just click this slaughter button. And then eventually, let's click it and then let's follow. There it goes. It's just that easy. And like, that's not a waste because, you know, we do get food out of these chickens, and the roosters, again, just gonna cause trouble. Eventually, we might want to keep oh my goodness, a heat stroke. Ellis's heat stroke. I guess it is 28 Celsius. That's like, no, we can't let Ellis die, because then not only will everyone else be sad, it will also have less hands doing work around the rimworld. And we'll also have less hands attacking our own equipment, which is gonna be nice. There's not really anything I can do for his heat stroke, because I don't really have any means of temperature regulation. I guess that's not true. I have this passive cooler, but it's not good. You know what? Sure. I've got a decent amount of wood now. You know, I've got enough wood that I feel like I can make those individual rooms. They'll no longer be upset. They get like -7 for being an awful... God damn it. They'll get -7 for being an awful barrack, but they only get like -2 for having an awful room. He's getting a mood penalty. First of all, wake up and go eat food. You're getting a -20 mood penalty for no reason. But you're also getting a mood penalty because you tried to, tried to flirt with Pixie by exaggerating his own judgment. Pixie gave a minimal response. So you tried to flirt with someone by saying you're really good at judging things, and you misjudged that whole interaction. Well, Ellis, just don't destroy any more of our medicine, and that will be fun. You know what? I think you're gonna get the first house so that you could live away from everywhere else. I think that's an excellent idea, actually. So let's go into our structures, and we're just gonna build a little room around our set area there. We're gonna put 2 entrances, because you always have an entrance and an exit, so you can get out of there in time. You want to be able to quickly get out, like if you've, made a pass at one of the only survivors in your colony who is very explicit about the fact that she wants nothing to do with men. That's a good time to make your escape. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm going to inadvertently or advertently give you the shittiest house, because you know what, Ellis? I don't like you. I feel bad because I might eventually rename someone after you. And I feel so bad for whoever gets their name slapped onto this awful colonist. So, in the meantime, we're gonna put down nice floors, wood floors. It's just really easy and really cheap. Oh my god, Pixie got food poisoning. Pixie, no. It's fine. It's a fine area. It's not a fine area. It's filthy. It makes sense that she got food poisoning from that. Oh, look at you. Pixie throwing those horseshoes around and then immediately throwing up. And then you went right back to playing horseshoes. Oh. Thank you, Pixie. I needed that. That was excellent. Let's also cut down this tree that's right in front of where people are trying to play horseshoe. And these hens, these chickens are really getting in the way of the overall like horseshoe experience. But I mean, if they accidentally get hit, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, and shoes throwing up too? Goodness. I'm feeling like I should possibly make a better kitchen. Now sure is not the time to be making a better kitchen. The tribespeople of the green goat tribespeople are attacking. They're attacking immediately. It's really more tribesperson because there's only one. He's got a big old wooden club. And I don't like his odds if I'm honest. However, let's see, how many of them currently have food poisoning? Oh good, just 2 of them have major food poisoning, and the only one who doesn't have food poisoning is fucking Ellis. So there's a good chance that they're not gonna, make their shots because of all the throwing up that they're doing. Oh, and they also move very slowly because of that major food poisoning. What, let me just get a gist of how good you are in melee versus Alice. Ooh, let's fall back a little bit, huh? We'll have Show go there, Pixie go there, and hopefully this guy will continue on his merry little way, and we will be all like sort of in place. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I tried to put them behind these rocks because they have a little bit better cover. So, like, if someone's shooting at them, that hits the rock and not their face. Doesn't really apply here. Oh, goody. Alright. This raider, he's going after Show. Let's see if we can, like, creep in a little bit here. I think you're going for Ellis, so we're gonna have you chase. We're gonna have you chase the Ellis. Chase Ellis all around the world. Oh, you hit him. Oh, but we hit you. Oh, but Shrew had to stop shooting for a while to throw up. Rough. Oh, I just heard that vomit sound. Unfortunately accurate. Oh, get shot in the face, nerd. Fortunately, as they get more injured, they're slower, so it's easier to keep them dancing around. I do wish they would, oh god, no, they're both shooting. They're both throwing up. Poor Ellis. I don't know what I'm saying, not poor Ellis. Poor Show and Pix. No. Keep running. Keep running. There we go. And you know what? They've had such an ordeal that I'm going to say it's up to you to melee attack that guy to death. Oh, he dropped some pemmican. That's good. That's nice food. He's already dead. Okay, well that was fast. Alright. And we survived another raid. Look at that. Who said this game was hard? I did, and I didn't lie. But we're gonna fast. It's like sort of in the middle. Oh god. Oh, Pixie. No. What do you need? What do you need? Ravenously hungry. I know. Just you're working on it. Intense pain. What do you got? Oh, the food poisoning. Yeah, that makes sense. Ate without a table. I wish I could do more for that, but I really can't. I think like I could make like a dining table area. I think. I don't really know how I would do that. I didn't really put this in like a really smart way. I guess I could just make the kitchen here. Yeah, I'll just move the kitchen here. It can be like a kitchen dining room combo. Or something like that. And then like we'll put a divider. That's a really bad divider. It's also a really bad divider. Loading and processing. Definitely need a better kitchen, right? And we need like a designated spot for them to eat. Which ideally would be like next to where we keep the food, the meals. I don't think I have a solution to this one yet. I think I'm going to cancel that order. Because like, what am I going to... It's not going to be a nice... It's not going to be a decent dining room. Would it? It'd be right next to it. Maybe. Can't refrigerate nothing anyway. Thinking. Hard. Yeah, let's go like... Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do like a 3 here. This will be the kitchen, and this will be the dining area. And we're going to deconstruct that steel wall. And we'll probably just deconstruct that as well. And tell them to reinstall that there. And then we'll deconstruct that because it's just sort of bothering me now. And we'll put a thing there. Excellent. Look at it. It's coming along nicely. Don't know what we're going to do with this sort of leftover room. That's not a right now problem. We can always just like put a bunch of art in there, because this whole thing here is going to be the dining room, and it should have a door going to the kitchens. And we'll mine that out. We'll mine this area out so that it's nice and uniform. We can make like an actual wall of it. Still good on wood. Thankfully, our massive order was carried out. They are going to be a little bit distracted making houses, but it's really just they've got a lot of stuff to chew on. Oh, I didn't notice. We've got a research bench. Excellent. So this allows us to make actual technological advances throughout this, which is great because there's a lot of like really good stuff that we're going to get to. Our goal is to get here. We want Starflight basics, because that will allow us to make a ship that will get us off of this rimworld. And that's the win condition for the game. I've done it once. I've been able to do it many times. I just didn't want it to be over yet. Because you could just keep playing this endlessly. As my Steam history will attest, you can just keep playing and keep playing. And like slowly you'll get better and better raids. I've had raids of, I think the highest I saw was 160 enemies coming at me. And like 160 like pawns all coming down at the same time. And you know what? That colony kicked its ass. It was like whatever. Not a problem in the slightest. But this was very advanced. We're dreading the time that we get a raid with more than one person, because it's not going to be a fun time. You got a heat stroke? We need a research. I just talked about research. I didn't actually choose a research project. Someone has to do, like, sit down in front of it and, like, do the actual researching in order for it to work. I'm gonna go with smithing, just plain old smithing, because we need it to unlock a lot of other things. A lot of these are very useful things, like tree sewing, recurve bows. Well, recurve bows aren't as nice, because eventually we're gonna get to, like, guns, so our bows and arrows don't matter. Beer brewing, lovely, love making some beer. Drug production, fantastic, highly lucrative. We'll eventually get into the whole trading aspect of everything here, but there's a lot. The geothermal power, that's why we're hanging on to that little vented guy. Gosh, there's going to be a lot of electricity that we're going to have to deal with eventually. Making sure batteries are good, you know. There's always more in this game, and this is just vanilla. Like, we're not even getting into anything like modded or anything. But the vast majority of mods that I see are little quality of life improvements, just like little things that make life easier. Like, there'll be ways of, like, tracking what is actually. There'll be different ways of, like, storing materials in, like, a slightly more user-friendly way. But, sometimes it's less important for it to be user-friendly and more important for it to be, like, either realistically or challenging. Because overall, I don't disagree with any of the balancing choices in RimWorld. There's just some of them are make my life harder, which is, like, the point. I'm gonna put end tables next to these beds because they're relatively cheap. Unfortunately, they don't count as a table that people will eat at, because why would they? That would just make life a little bit easier, and that's not how that works. It's probably a mod that lets them count as that. But I don't have that because I'm playing on vanilla, because I want this to be sort of like a go-through. I want people to do this, to watch this, and then be like, oh, that's quite fun. Also, holy cow, I was meant to cut these up into half-hour increments, and we're almost at an hour mark already. So let's look back on things. Let's assess our progress so far. We've gotten individual beds going. We've survived 2 raids. We killed a squirrel that one time. That was pretty nice. And we have saved no one else in this shithole of a planet. But we have saved ourselves. We've decided who is the best colonist here. It's the only one that's gotten a name. And we've also learned who the worst colonist is. It's Ellis. Everybody hates Ellis. Actually, let me test that here. We can go to the social tab and actually monitor their interactions. So he likes Pixie, and he likes Show. Show likes everyone. And Pixie likes everyone. Everyone's getting along quite well. I did notice that Ellis is an acquaintance for Pixie, whereas Show is like a friend. Actually, they're coming along quite nicely. They might end up together despite the misanthropy. Which would be impressive, I gotta say. 82? Yeah. Yeah, Show might have just, like, really shown himself as an excellent friend by just not sucking as hard as Ellis. Which is just really not a high bar in the slightest. Oh good, we have an optional quest finally. A new quest, Stash of Treasure. So we could go do that. There would be it looks like just another smaller map that we could walk over to. And in there will be this item, the skill trainer plants. That would be nice because it would get us up to, we could use it to get to level 8 plants so that we can grow that heal root. The only problem is that to walk from our waypoint, our house, to where that item is would take 2.2 in-game days. And they would have to take that food with them the whole time. And I that trip. I don't think they would survive it at all. And if they did survive it, it would take a lot of min-maxing that I don't want to do. I can't be held responsible for that. Put down the furniture. We're gonna at least make our little dining room into a dining room. They gotta disassemble that piece of wood. But no, yeah, they did. Excellent. Slap that down. There. And put down some flooring, or at least put down the order for the flooring, so that they take care of it. No, I don't for the outside. Cancel. Okay. And it looks like now we're getting closer and closer to our hour mark. So we'll probably call this for now. Oh, good. Okay. Alright, well, rimworld's really good at knowing when it is that I want to, like, wrap things up, because two things happen that I would like to at least explain. The first is that we have rare thrumbos. They're like they're kind of like unicorns. They only appear every so often. Their fur is incredibly valuable. They have these horns that can both be used as a melee weapon and be sold for an incredible amount of money. The only problem is that they don't tame very well. They don't care for it, and like they really will fight back if you try to hunt them. So it's best to just sort of leave them alone at first. You can kill them. It's not impossible. It's just you're gonna take a lot of hits in the process. The other thing is an actual problem that we have to address is a boom rat here. So a boom rat is like a gross mutated rat that has these sacks of, well, gasoline, essentially, chem fuel on them. And this one's decided to hunt us. And normally that's like a sort of whatever kind of situation. But the boom rats, once they die, they explode. Shots. Pixie's in the position. Oh, I didn't want to move that. Alright, we're gonna have Pixie go there, and Ellis go here. Get everyone separated. Ellis, we're gonna have you run over that way and probably distract the boom rat. He's not distracting the boom rat. Show you need to run. 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 Oh, he didn't run. Oh, he did not run. Alright, well, the boom rat is dead. You may have noticed the explosion and the fact that our crops are on fire. So that sucks. Show is a little bit hurt. He's a little bit on fire, actually, right now. Just a little bit. And you know what? That's gonna be after what we call it for now. Because, I'm at time. Thank you very much for joining me. I swear we'll finish this story in soon enough. The only thing is I don't know when. But it'll be in the next video, so you'll know when. Thank you very much. Have a great time. Yeah, I guess we'll overwrite. I don't know, some bullshit. Will we survive this? Yeah. Will we have a good time surviving it?